Hello everybody and welcome to SLD Technology. My name is Kevin Schreiber, I'm the president. This is Adam Stokey and he's our VP of Business Development. We've got a great presentation in store for you guys today. Before we get started with that, Adam's going to take you on a little tour of our facilities and show you around the place. So, Adam?
Come on in, folks. Like Kevin said, we want to welcome you to SLD's corporate office here in Portland, Oregon. My name is Adam Stokey and I'm the VP of Business Development for Corporate Accounts. Our first stop today is going to be the SLD Training Center, and this is a space that we use for all of our corporate events here that we host here at SLD. So we've hosted things recently like our Design for Zero Healthcare Summit and our annual sales conference. This space is set up to host roughly 120 people at max capacity, but as of right now it's set up to host about half of that. As we make our way deeper into the facility, we'll come next to our mock operating room. I want to make a couple of comments. First of all, I'd like to thank our vendor partners for providing all of the equipment in this space, because without their help, this would not be possible. Second thing I want to say is I'm going to be touching just briefly on a few of our key products here. I don't want to steal any thunder away from the presentation you guys are about to hear in a few minutes. So the first thing you'll notice when you come to this mock operating room is this indigo blue color. And what exactly is the indigo blue? Well, it is our Indigo Clean technology. Indigo Clean is exclusive to SLD. It is fully automatic, requires no staff training, and it is a continuous disinfectant technology. So as I walk into the operating room or your staff walks into it, its automatic sensors will sense my presence and it will turn from indigo blue, which is 100% disinfectant, into what we call white mode. White mode is still disinfecting at about a 30% rate, which is why we call it continuous. So as I make my way into the mock OR, I want to point out a couple things about our flagship product, the airframe. First of all, it is a fully integrated modular OR ceiling system. So we provide things like air delivery, the lighting in the room, and the structural mounts for the medical equipment. The airframe itself provides what we call unidirectional downward airflow, sweeping contaminants down and away from the surgical site. The LED lighting is fully dimmable down to 1%, and it also provides roughly 400 foot candle here at the surgical table, and compared to what you traditionally would see, that's roughly 3 times more light in this space. Finally, the structural mounts for all the medical equipment. We are vendor agnostic. We work with every major vendor out there, so rest assured that whatever vendor you select to go with our airframe, they can mount to our system. I want to next step over to our most recent addition to the mock-up space. This is our Air Lab. We're very excited about what it's able to do for us. SLD technology and our competitors, we make a lot of claims about performance and things like that. This Air Lab now allows us to validate all those claims that we make as a company. So in this space, we have a number of low air returns. We're able to simulate multiple environments with multiple air return types, so we can basically show you how the air is going to move in this space with the number of returns you may or may not have. I'm next going to step over to our air tunnel product. This is an air handler system that we have developed, and it is a little different from what you would typically see in a hospital. So your traditional AHU setup would have one giant air handler that would support all of your operating rooms in your hospital. This system here is really a 1-to-1 air handler ratio, so this one air handler is dedicated to one operating room. So if your air handler goes offline, rest assured all of them don't go down, only one would go down. However, we have built-in redundancy into the air tunnel, so we have a backup support in case one of these does go down for your singular OR. I want to next take a step behind the curtain here and show you some of the infrastructure we have integrated into our Air Lab. We have tremendous control over this space. Like I said, we're able to isolate a number of returns, but I want you to come back here and kind of see some of the detail and the level of work that went into creating this space. As far as I know, nobody out there has anything like this, so I think it's important to show you exactly what went into us developing this space. As you guys are taking a look at the ductwork, I'm going to make my way over to what we call our Smart Suite Hub and fire up the air handler for the Air Lab. You'll hear it click on there. As the system spools up here, what's going to start happening is air is going to start moving into the Air Lab. And you'll notice here on the screen that we have our Smart Suite. And we're able to monitor that room in quadrants and in sections. So you'll see it's gone from red to yellow to green and ultimately to blue, showing you the overall health of this OR. It's important to note though, we're also able to monitor these places in sections. So if I fire the air handler and turn it down, turn it off, we now go from blue to yellow to red, showing you that there's issues in that room or that specific quadrant. And finally over here on the corner, this is kind of an overall floor plan view of your smart suite. This shows you every operating room and the health of that OR on your surgical floors. So it gives you a great overview and the status of your space. I'm gonna make my way back out to the mock operating room. Here at SLD Technology, our mission is simple. It is to eliminate HAIs and healthcare harm. So one of the things we've recently developed to integrate into our airframe is a product called the Airlift. And what this is a mechanical system that's integrated into our airframe that now allows us to provide safe patient handling in an environment that really previously had not been possible. So I'm gonna make my way in here and I'm gonna show you, traditionally it's parked out of the way. I'm gonna bring it into the surgical space and we are going to mimic moving a patient from stretcher and transferring them over to the surgical table, and then bringing the airlift back out of the way once the patient's in position for anesthesia and procedure. We bring it right back over to the corner, and we park it out of the way. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed your brief tour of SLD technology. Looking forward to working with you in the future. I'm now going to kick it over to the conference room so they can go ahead and give you your guys' presentation. So thank you for your time.